In this video, guys, I want to talk about anticipating and not reacting. Stay tuned. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. All right, so if you think about anyone who plays a high level of sport, some specific sports, where it's a team sport or they're playing against an opponent, and normally it's a ball, okay? And if you think about playing football or rugby or basketball, the best players anticipate where that ball is going to be. They anticipate the play. They anticipate the movement of their teammates. You know, versus if you watch like kids playing football, they're all around the ball, right? They're all huddling around the ball and they're running around, and that's just how it is. And as it starts to develop, they start to move out in different positions. They start to anticipate a bit more. Someone's running down the wing, they anticipate the cross in, etc., etc. And so as you go to the very high level, you see some brilliant sports people playing. You see some brilliant guys playing, and you think, wow, you know, when you see that there's just a perfect ball that goes through the defense line and someone's running on, it's been anticipated by both players. He's anticipated his run, he's anticipated his pass, they've timed it perfectly, not offside, goal. Same with basketball, that little move that just comes, it's just lovely to watch, right? And it's the anticipation. It's not reacting. It's not like, oh, the ball's there, I need to run, because it's too late. It's far too late. You're just chasing around. So this is not dissimilar to trading. So what I mean by this is, very often as traders, we can fall into the trap of just reacting. Oh, the market spiked up, I need to get long. Oh, the market's gone through the floor, I need to get short. And just seeing something happen and then chasing it. And it doesn't necessarily mean chasing it as in chasing the direction. It's gone up, I'm going to go long. Could be it's gone up, I'm going to go short. But it's a reaction to something that's happened in the market. So imagine price is the ball and it just suddenly moves and you're like, I'm going to do something with that. You know, versus the professional approach and the more considered and calm trader who says, okay, where could this price go? And how will I react to that? Now, obviously, the difference between playing sports and trading, you don't have to react. But we can say, okay, well, if it does suddenly rip off through that high, is that where I want to get short? Do I want to see for it to pull back through that high point and short and use that as a structured stop? Do I want to buy at that point? So I'm anticipating some of the movement and then structuring a trade idea around that. Rather than sitting in front of the screen, seeing something and going, I'm going to make a trade from that. It's thinking a little bit more clearly. It's playing the game of chess and saying, okay, well, we're in a big strong move here now, but if we start to unwind, pull back and find some support in the upper 10% of this move, I'm going to buy it because I think there's a high target here to root. So I'm anticipating the rotation lower. And if it doesn't come, obviously I'm not going to take the trade, as opposed to sitting there waiting, going to get long, oh, let's pull back now and do something, I need to do something. You know, it puts you in such a much more stressful position if you're reacting and responding to market movement as opposed to anticipating. Now, we're not predicting, it's slightly different here. What we're saying is, okay, if we do get a flush through the low and we get this, I'm going to be positioned to get long. And just think about how your mindset is when that happens. Your mindset is you're watching this price, it flushes through, I've got to do something, this is a flush, I should be buying this, should I be doing this? You're responding to the action of the candle, the wick, the volume, the tape. Whereas if you've anticipated it, yes, it's still doing exactly the same thing from an operational perspective and from a price perspective, but you're prepared for it. You're like, okay, I'm waiting for the stall, there's a stall, right, I'm in. It's a much more different, your stop's probably more structured, your target of what you're looking for initial pulse to take some out. You get the idea. It's just a kind of an example of a particular play, but you can kind of match it to any type of trade that you take. And sometimes as well, guys, having this as your a mantra, if you like, and saying, okay, I am anticipating, I'm not reacting. And it's a quick check you can do before you're about to take a trade. Am I reacting to price here? And we all can get guilty of it, especially for day trading. Oh, price is so, I knew I'm gonna get, whoa, have I anticipated this breakout and I'm looking to now get on it? Or am I just reacting to the breakout and not seeing the bigger picture? And that's the key, I think, from a kind of logical perspective as to why anticipating versus reacting is so much more effective, is that you see the bigger picture. We anticipate you have time to go, yeah, that's meaningless because of X, Y, Z, or yes, that's meaningful, or this, and you start to structure it a little bit differently. Whereas reacting, you just see what's in front of you and you take down face value, you think it's going up or it's going down, and you pull the trigger. The anticipation part is where you allow your experience to flourish, and you allow that to be used in the operational day-to-day stuff of your trading. So going back a few sentences ago, having this as a mantra and saying, hey, anticipate, don't react, can just be a quick litmus test before you're about to pull the trigger and say, am I reacting to something here? Is the market sucking me into a trade that I've not anticipated? In which case, I probably don't want to take it. Or have I anticipated this and I'm ready to position for it, and now I'm looking to get on, now I'm looking for the nuances at the entry, fine, but have I anticipated this move? Am I ready for it? Am I prepared? Do I want to take this? That's a much, much different and more calm and considered place to be to take the trade. So worth thinking about, guys, anticipating versus reacting. Take care, keep your risk managed. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.